Imagine a hidden key, waiting for centuries to unlock a forgotten past. For generations, ancient Egypt's secrets lay buried, its language a silent riddle, until the Rosetta Stone finally spoke. What if a similar, equally profound enigma exists today? A short, tantalizing whisper etched into silver, holding the potential to rewrite the history of an entire civilization. This isn't a hypothetical. It's the Issyk inscription, a linguistic puzzle that's baffled experts for over 50 years. Perched in the vast, windswept steppes of southeastern Kazakhstan, this enigmatic script offers a rare, fleeting glimpse into the minds of the Saka people, a powerful and sophisticated Iron Age culture whose story remains largely untold. You might not recognize their name, but the Saka were masters of the Eurasian steppes, their influence stretching across continents. Yet, their triumphs, their beliefs, their very worldview, largely elude us. Why? Because we haven't found their voice. The Issyk inscription, a mere 25 characters long, could change all that. Discovered on a small silver bowl, it's a testament to a written language we barely comprehend. Its brevity belies its immense potential. This isn't just an archaeological curiosity. It's a historical Rosetta Stone in the making, promising to illuminate a civilization often relegated to the footnotes of history. A tantalizing whisper. Deciphering it wouldn't just be a linguistic achievement. It would be a revelation, pulling back the veil on a lost civilization that shaped the ancient world. The stakes are immense, and the mystery utterly captivating. The journey to this profound enigma began not with a grand expedition, but with routine archaeological work. The year was 1969. In the sun-baked plains of southeastern Kazakhstan, specifically near the Issyk River, a team of archaeologists embarked on an excavation that would permanently alter our understanding of ancient Eurasian cultures. They were exploring an imposing burial mound, a kurgan, one of countless such structures dotting the landscape, each a silent monument to a bygone era. What they uncovered within this particular kurgan, however, was anything but silent. As the earth gave way, layers of history peeled back, revealing an intact burial chamber, a rarity in a region often plundered by grave robbers. The atmosphere must have been electric, a sense of mounting anticipation filling the air. What treasures, what secrets, lay preserved within? Then, the first glint of gold. Soon, more followed. An impossible haul. The team unearthed a staggering collection of over 4,000 gold ornaments, each meticulously crafted, depicting animals, mythical creatures, and intricate geometric patterns. These weren't mere trinkets. They were works of art, testament to a culture of incredible wealth and artistic prowess. But the most breathtaking discovery lay at the heart of the chamber, the remains of a young Saka prince or princess, adorned from head to toe in resplendent gold. This figure, now universally known as the Golden Man, wasn't simply buried with riches. They were the riches, their entire burial ensemble a dazzling testament to their status and the Saka's sophisticated metallurgy. The burial costume was a masterpiece of ancient craftsmanship, a golden suit of armor, complete with a towering, conical headdress. It quickly became a national symbol for Kazakhstan, embodying the ancient heritage of the land. Amidst this astonishing wealth, almost overshadowed by the sheer brilliance of the gold, lay a smaller, seemingly unassuming artifact. A modest silver bowl. It sat among the other pristine treasures, silent and waiting. But on its exterior, etched with delicate precision, was a short inscription. Approximately 25 characters. These weren't decorative symbols. This was writing. This was the Issyk inscription, a brief, enigmatic text that would, for decades to come, become one of the most significant and perplexing linguistic challenges in the study of ancient scripts from the Eurasian steppes. The golden splendor had opened the door, but the silver bowl held the true key. The golden splendor had opened the door, but the silver bowl held the true key. This wasn't a grand, glittering diadem, nor an intricately crafted weapon of war. It was a simple, unassuming vessel, perhaps used for drinking kumis or some other ritual libation. A modest silver bowl, its surface tarnished by millennia of burial, yet still bearing the subtle gleam of ancient craftsmanship. Its true significance, however, wasn't in its material value or even its archaeological context alone. Its power lay in the small, carefully etched marks adorning its exterior. Just 25 characters. They weren't abstract designs or decorative motifs. This was undeniably writing, a sequence of symbols forming a coherent, if utterly mysterious, message. For the archaeologists and linguists who first examined it, the contrast was immediate and stark. The dazzling, overwhelming wealth of the Golden Man's burial mound spoke volumes about the Saka people's material culture, their artistry, their sophisticated social structure. Yet, it was this humble silver bowl, no larger than a modern cereal bowl, that presented the greatest intellectual challenge. Its small size belied an immense academic impact, creating a linguistic puzzle that would captivate and frustrate scholars for decades. What did these 25 characters say? Whose voice was this? Echoing silently from nearly 2,500 years ago. The stakes were astronomical. Until this point, our understanding of the Saka, these formidable nomadic warriors and artisans of the steppe, had been largely pieced together from their material remains and the often biased accounts of external observers, like the ancient Greeks. We knew what they had, what they made, and often what others thought of them. But we didn't know what they said. We didn't know their own narratives, their beliefs in their own words. The Issyk inscription offered the tantalizing possibility of hearing directly from them, a direct linguistic link to a people whose inner world remained largely opaque. The discovery of the Golden Man had been a triumph of archaeology. The inscription on his silver bowl, however, marked the precise moment the focus shifted from excavation to interpretation, from the tangible to the abstract, setting the stage for one of the greatest decipherment quests in modern history. A direct challenge. The potential breakthrough was immediately clear, inspiring comparisons to the most famous linguistic key in history, the Rosetta Stone. That monumental slab, with its parallel texts in hieroglyphic, Demotic, and ancient Greek, famously unlocked the secrets of ancient Egyptian civilization. It didn't just translate words, it opened an entire culture to modern understanding, revealing the intricacies of their religion, governance, and daily life. Similarly, deciphering the Issyk inscription held the promise of becoming the Rosetta Stone of the steppe, a singular linguistic artifact capable of unlocking the Saka people's secrets. Imagine the possibilities, understanding their myths, their laws, their understanding of the cosmos, all expressed in their own words. It would be nothing short of a revolution in our comprehension of ancient Central Asian history. The historical significance of such a breakthrough is immense. Decipherment could rewrite chapters of early Eurasian history, illuminating the origins and migrations of nomadic peoples, their interactions with settled civilizations, and the true extent of their cultural influence. For years, scholars have grappled with the inscription, proposing various theories about the language it represents. One prominent school of thought posits that the script belongs to an early form of an Iranian language, linking it to the wider Scythian linguistic family that dominated much of the Eurasian steppe at the time. This perspective suggests the Saka spoke a language related to Old Persian or Avestan, offering a direct linguistic connection to the ancient empires of the Near East. Others argue compellingly for an early Turkic origin, suggesting the inscription represents a Proto-Turkic language, an incredibly early ancestor of the Turkic languages spoken across Central Asia today. This theory carries significant cultural weight within modern Kazakhstan and other Turkic nations, providing a deep historical root for their linguistic heritage. A lesser-known, yet equally fascinating, angle suggests the Issyk inscription might not represent a fully developed written language in the way we understand it. Some scholars propose it could be a highly specialized ritualistic text, or even a form of proto-writing that predates standardized alphabets, used for specific religious or magical purposes rather than everyday communication. However, the consistent structure and character repetition strongly indicate a linguistic function. While the exact linguistic affiliation remains a subject of intense debate, the overwhelming academic consensus leans towards an early Iranian language, given the broader historical and archaeological context of the Saka. But the Turkic theory remains a powerful contender, a testament to the complex linguistic tapestry of the steppe. Regardless of its specific linguistic identity, the inscription's decipherment would provide an unparalleled glimpse into the minds of the Saka, allowing their voice to finally emerge from the silence of centuries. It would be a monumental achievement, connecting us directly to the heart of ancient nomadic life. Decades of archaeological excavation across the vast Eurasian steppe have painted a picture of the Saka, a confederation of nomadic Scythian peoples, as one of antiquity's most formidable and culturally rich civilizations. Yet, despite their immense power and widespread influence, they remain largely overshadowed in popular historical narratives, often relegated to footnotes in the sagas of more sedentary empires like Persia or Greece. This isn't a minor oversight. It's a profound gap in our understanding of ancient history. From the 8th century BCE to the 3rd century CE, the Saka dominated an immense geographical expanse, stretching from the northern shores of the Black Sea across Central Asia to the Altai Mountains and even into the Darime Basin. Their presence wasn't merely territorial, it was transformative. These weren't isolated tribes. They were sophisticated societies of skilled horsemen, master metallurgists, and intricate artisans. Their interactions with neighboring powers were constant and often decisive. The Achaemenid Persian Empire, at its zenith, found itself repeatedly challenged by these steppe warriors. Darius the Great, for instance, famously campaigned against the Sakas beyond the Sogdian lands around 518 BCE, recognizing them as a significant force. Later, Saka cavalry formed crucial contingents in Xerxes' I's massive army during the Persian Wars, fighting against the Greeks. Ancient Greek historians like Herodotus documented their fierce independence and unique customs, providing rare glimpses into their world, albeit through an external lens. Their nomadic lifestyle, often misinterpreted as primitive, was in fact a highly adaptive and efficient way of life, enabling them to control vast trade networks that predated and later integrated into the Silk Road. They helped the movement of goods, ideas, and technologies between East and West, acting as crucial intermediaries. Their Kurgan burial mounds, like Issyk, are veritable time capsules, yielding astonishing treasures. Intricate gold artifacts, elaborate weaponry, and richly adorned garments, all testifying to a complex social hierarchy and a vibrant artistic tradition. A vast dominion. But even with these material splendors, a crucial piece of the puzzle remains missing: their own voice. We see their magnificent artistry, we track their movements on maps, we read about them in the annals of their enemies and allies. What we lack is their direct narrative, their worldview expressed in their own terms. Understanding their language isn't just about translating a few words. It's about unlocking their cosmology, their legal systems, their oral traditions, their understanding of themselves and the world around them. It's about recovering the self-perception of a people who shaped a continent for centuries, whose legacy resonates through the cultures of modern Central Asia. Deciphering the Issyk inscription, therefore, transcends mere linguistic curiosity. It offers the tantalizing prospect of finally hearing the Saka speak, pulling back the veil on a lost world and giving it a voice it was long denied. The promise of hearing the Saka speak, however, is shadowed by one of archaeology's most intractable linguistic puzzles, the Issyk inscription itself. Scholars approaching this brief, enigmatic text face a formidable array of challenges, making its decipherment a genuine intellectual Everest. It isn't a Rosetta Stone, offering parallel texts in known languages. Instead, we're presented with a mere 26 characters, inscribed on a small silver bowl, an isolated fragment from a long-vanished tome. This brevity is a cruel limitation, denying linguists the statistical patterns, recurring grammatical structures, or enough vocabulary that longer texts provide. Compounding this issue, there are no known cognates, no established related scripts or languages from the period that could offer a secure comparative framework. This isn't a situation where we've a known alphabet and just need to learn the grammar. We're grappling with a script that appears to be unique, at least in its current attested form. Is it an early form of an indigenous Central Asian script, or an adaptation of an existing one? Just 26 signs. Every hypothesis becomes a speculative leap, each proposed reading a fragile construction built on limited evidence. This inherent difficulty has naturally led to a profound academic debate, characterized by a persistent lack of consensus. The intellectual challenge is immense, the frustration palpable for those dedicated to unlocking its secrets. Scholars are sharply divided, primarily between two dominant theories for the inscription's linguistic identity. One powerful faction argues for an early Iranian language, specifically an Eastern Iranian dialect. Proponents like János Harmata, a Hungarian philologist, have pointed to the general historical context of the Saka as predominantly Iranian speakers, and have tried to find parallels with Avestan or Old Persian script styles and phonology. They suggest the inscription might represent an early form of a language ancestral to Sogdian or Khotanese Saka. On the other side, a significant number of scholars champion a Turkic theory. Kazakh linguist Altai Manjalov, for instance, has proposed that the characters exhibit resemblances to later Turkic runic scripts, such as the Orkhan Yenisei inscriptions, suggesting a much deeper historical presence for Turkic languages in the region than previously assumed. They argue for a phonetic interpretation that aligns with Proto-Turkic phonological patterns. The stakes were raised dramatically when Manjalov published his comprehensive Turkic reading in the early 2000s, reigniting the debate with renewed intensity. The problem is that both theories, while compelling in their own ways, rely on highly interpretative comparisons and lack definitive proof. Without a breakthrough discovery, perhaps another inscription or a bilingual text, the Issyk inscription will likely remain a tantalizing mystery, a silent echo from a powerful people whose voice we can almost, but not quite, hear. The Issyk inscription, etched onto that silver bowl, remains one of archaeology's most captivating enigmas. It's more than just a series of undeciphered characters. It's a powerful symbol of historical inquiry, a constant challenge to our understanding of ancient Central Asia. For decades, it spurred countless theories, ignited passionate debates, and driven scholars to meticulously re-examine every piece of evidence. This isn't merely an academic puzzle. It's a profound testament to the Saka people, whose sophistication and influence are undeniable, even if their written voice eludes us. For Kazakhstan, this inscription, alongside the magnificent Golden Man himself, represents an invaluable national treasure. It's a cornerstone of their ancient heritage, a tangible link to a powerful nomadic empire that once dominated the vast steppes. The discovery redefined what we knew about early statehood and artistic achievement in the region, showcasing a civilization far more advanced than many had previously imagined. It's a source of immense national pride, a silent witness to a glorious past, a proud legacy. While definitive decipherment remains elusive, the journey itself has been incredibly illuminating. We've learned so much about the Saka, their burial customs, their sophisticated metalwork, and the complex interactions between different linguistic groups across Eurasia. We've seen compelling arguments for both an early Iranian presence and a surprisingly deep history for Turkic languages, each theory pushing the boundaries of what we thought possible. The potential implications are staggering, reshaping our understanding of linguistic origins and migrations across the ancient world. The quest continues. Every new archaeological find, every reevaluation of existing data, brings us a step closer. Perhaps a new inscription will surface, hidden in an undiscovered kurgan, offering a crucial bilingual key. Or maybe advancements in computational linguistics will one day crack the code, revealing the true language of the Golden Man's people. Until then, the Issyk inscription stands, a persistent whisper from the past, reminding us that history still holds its secrets, waiting patiently for us to listen. It's a testament to human curiosity, an enduring hope that one day, we'll finally hear that ancient voice speak to us across the millennia. What do you think is the key to unlocking this mystery? Will it be another archaeological dig, or a new approach to linguistic analysis? Let's know in the comments below. If you found this story fascinating, subscribe. We drop new history documentaries every day. And watch our other videos for more untold stories. Follow for more information.